Okay, folks, welcome back to Allergic to Stupidity. It is the 2nd of April. It should be the 1st of April because right now I actually have a snowstorm. I don't even have snow flurries, i.e. it's like 0, so it's still stayed as snow coming down. I literally have a snowstorm. The snow is accumulating on my driveway. It is accumulating on my road. This should be April the 1st for April Fools, which was yesterday. So, LOL for my yesterday, which I'm hoping to make be Monday or Tuesday be Canada Pride Day for this channel. But my LOL for yesterday was April Fool's, and that's fine. And my comment is, people, you need to learn to take a joke. I am not the one that took the joke. A principal in the GTA area sent out an email to all the staff members saying that effective today, they would be charging for parking in the school parking lot. And this would allow them to cut back on their expenses, thereby raising I think several millions of dollars in a year, which would then allow them to put that money towards building infrastructure costs and school supplies. The parking fees would be automatically taken off your paycheck. Thank you very much for understanding. He just sent it out carte blanche first thing in the morning. Most of the teachers from the article I listened to got it that it was April Fool's. Ha ha, laugh, laugh, thingy. But some of the teachers got upset. Later on in the afternoon, after lunch, he sent out another email, carte blanche, to every staff member that said, Happy April Fools. And looked at that. Teachers were upset. I put a mess comment on that going, from one teacher to another, guys, take a chill pill. It's April the 1st. You're waiting for your admin to pull some kind of joke. But he had to get online and thingy to apologize for upsetting people because he says, in this economic time, I should have understood that people are stressing out about. No, your staff members need to learn to take a chill pill and realize it was April 1st and should have been prepped for April 1st because it's April 1st. And then in England, which was this one was humorous, it's in one of the bigger old mansions that's now a museum. You see some lady standing at the top of the stairs with her phone talking to admin going, we have water running down the main stairwell. Please come and take care of it. It's going on the old carpeting. And you can hear them on the radio or on the phone going, great, one more problem I have to take care of today. So you hear him running through the building because she's recording it all. And he comes around the corner and goes, I should have known. And then the cameras scan down to see a whole set of runners down the stairs with bottles of water in each shoe. And he was like, I should have known. I should have known. Yes, there's water running down the stairs. And earlier and he was considering what I just had was a leak in the master bedroom. And there's another shot back to 2 leaks of the vegetables sitting in the bed. And there's 2 leaks in the master bedroom. Guys, it's April 1st. Take a chill pill. This is ridiculous. I know it's stressful, but this is what we need. We need to learn to have a little laugh, stay focused on what's wrong, try and fix what's wrong, but at the same time, take a smile, like my April showers, which are snow. It's actually accumulating on my trees too. Today's look is to start, because I didn't know where else to go with Canada Pride, because there's so much for us to be proud of, is I thought I'd start with our provincial parks, national parks, because it is our history and it is something we need to be proud of. So the first one I'm going to start with is Blanto Meadows, which is on the very east coast of Newfoundland, the very, very top. So that's the front page. Let me run down to the map. And there we can see it. So you can quickly tell that this is not something that's easily accessible, but you can get tours up there. So if you happen to live in Newfoundland, you still have to get a way to get up there. Okay. Oopsies. You can see the little red lines for roads, so you can quickly tell that there is nothing up there. Like no roads getting up there. So the first thing I wanted to look at was, there's some more. These are all within Newfoundland. Oop, I went the wrong direction, guys. Culture and history. So this gives us a little layout of what's going on there. And it was discovered in 1960, and excavation was till 1968, so 8 years. And what it was a Norwegian explorer and writer, and he was tracking the path of the Vikings and had found the trail went from the Scandinavian countries to Iceland. And he took the logical, because it's logical that they just went Iceland, Greenland, and then if they went that far, why would they not keep going? So he just kept researching. And he was able to find somebody who lives in the area by the name of George Decker, who took him to a group of grass-covered bumps and ridges, and he automatically recognized these were the remnants of housing. And it turned out to be exactly like Scandinavian housing at the time. So it turned out that the remains of a former Scandinavian colony. So yes, we can yell and scream at the British for colonizing the world, but it's part of human nature. We like to explore. And so the Scandinavians were doing it too. So he spent 8 years digging it up. And this is the kind of stuff he found. Built in the 11th century, so 1000. Okay. These were constructions of types found in Iceland and Greenland around the year of 1000. Long, narrow hearths dug into the middle of the floor served as heating, lighting, and cooking. They found artifacts. Considerable amount of slag from smelting and forging of iron was also found at site, as well as numerous iron nails and rivets used to construct boats. These details, more than anything, allowed the archaeologists to affirm this was the location of a Scandinavian settlement. Did they last forever? No, they didn't. Because living in the very north end of Newfoundland would not have been easy. Okay, so let's click back there. Get this right for you guys. These are kind of some of the things you can see and do there. Learn how archaeology informs. So you can just tell by looking at this website from Parks Canada, the kind of person you'd need to be to want to go there. All right. It's out of the way. You're going to have to do some traveling. It's not going to be like popping into the local national park. You'll have to do some, like for me, it's not like popping down to Niagara Falls kind of mentality. But it would be an adventure and a half. So for me, it's that kind of site that you like, that kind of history, and that you are more of an outdoorsy person versus going to like the Royal Ontario Museum, where you can just look at things in the comfort of indoors. You want to experience it, okay? There's activities and experiences. And then there's plan your vacation. Experience an evening of shadow and stories. Live the Viking life. Now, I don't honestly believe that you're sitting there living there for 4 or 5 days or even 2 days. This is, you get to experience what it'd be like. Very Parks Canada kind of stuff, very structured, you're not touching real artifacts, but you're touching things that are very similar. But if you've got little people and you can afford it, this would be a really fantastic experience. Even if it's not Lansdowne Meadows, go in the GTA area. Black Creek is very hands-on. There we go. from Escape Room. Tykers, I hope I said that right, discovered the grapes in this wonderful new land. It was a servant of Leif Erikson's family who made the discovery, and only he knows where they are. Leif said that only Vikings who prove worthy of it will be able to enjoy this rare and precious resource. Tyke had stored a map leading to the grapes under lock and key inside the servant's hut, but only those who can show they have a sharp eye and a sharp mind will be able to retrieve them. Can you pass the test and take a seat alongside the legendary Leif Erikson? So you can see there's lots of little fun things to do there. Now, why did I start with this one? Because it's the most easterly one. Let's go to Parks Canada, just so we can see what else, right? So if you just go to Parks Canada, I'll put Parks Canada link in the description again. And we scroll down. Parks Canada is very structured, very people-oriented, obviously, because they want you to come. They are in high demand. I am going to let you know that now. They do not leave their booking opened all year, but having my tenant heavily involved in scouting, when they've tried to book into Algonquin, the booking opens like tonight at midnight for, say, July. By 10 after midnight, it's full. Like, people literally sit there and they're waiting for it to open up. The minute it opened up, they're booked. So it is very, very heavy, very, very booked, very heavily demanded. So these guys know exactly what they're doing. Okay. These are all the national parks. Okay. We've got camping there, camping there. This guy is Signal Hill. I've been there. It's delightful. For us that happen to love the ocean, is you just sit there on that cliff and just look out. It's fantastic. Okay, 2 or 3 that are right within the Avalon Peninsula that you can go visit. Okay, we can see there's one. That's the Forlawn, which I will make a point of doing for multiple reasons, which I'll explain. Sable Island. You can see there's lots going on there. There we go. I will make a point of doing what's up here just because it is part of Canada, but we can understand that no, but people aren't really going to go start trekking up there. So, okay, folks, we're back to my gorgeous face. And I hope everybody is, yes, it's still snowing. I started this video when it's snowing, and it's still snowing, and my road is now white. April showers, April Fool's Day, a day late. There we go. Okay, I hope everybody's having a good time. Please remember to, since this is Canada and we have an election in 26 days, please make sure you're registered. If you're not, as long as you can go in with proof of your ID and proof that you are Canadian and that you live in such and such an address within that riding, you can be added to the poll at the time. Just going to be my little neck for the next 4 weeks. So please make sure you get out and vote. Don't care how you vote. That's your choice. But please get out and vote. But if you aren't on that list, you need to bring ID to prove that your lovely face is who you say you are, and proof that you're a Canadian citizen. So passport, birth certificate, something like that. That's it. And then proof that that's where you live. So for somebody who lived at my address who is not on the voters list, they're going to need to come with proof of that, who they are, i.e. their license or whatever. A health card doesn't work. And a passport or a birth certificate because they're not already on that list. That's all there's to it. So please make sure you get out and vote. That's all I can do. SA. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.